their dream of running a successful food truck business and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday Morning Food Truck.
Powered by Riverside.
Good morning, Skippy. The widower Skippy, I'm assuming.
Widower?
Yeah.
What?
Did your wife survive? I didn't watch the video.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Oh.
she is. She is.
She's not a cartoon creator on the ground.
No. One could hope for the best. No. She's doing well. She enjoyed it. I'm sure we'll talk about it at some point.
Hello, Steve. He says Rocket Skippy. I'm assuming he was talking about your dancing. Look at that. A positive comment for Skippy right out of the gate.
Look.
Thank you, Steve. Really needed that.
It's real tough.
Confidence has been shaky lately on the podcast for him.
Considering I open up my Facebook feed and I see this video of a 6-legged deer. Sorry. Anyway, keep moving. Keep moving on. Here we go.
6-legged deer.
It's really freaking weird. I'm sorry.
We're off to a great start.
Anyway, it says watch again. Not so much.
Hi and bye, Laura. Nice to see you on there.
Well, she made an appearance.
Yeah. We will have her as a guest at some point in time this off season, I hope.
Oh, that Laura.
Lauren.
Lauren.
Patty Matters.
Mm-hmm.
Her TikTok, fun random stuff.
I have to follow her then.
Yeah. Fun random stuff. That's her thing. I love her.
Mm-hmm. So.
Buttons.
I don't understand how these people are. Oh, because it's 2025. Okay, never mind. Keep going.
Huh?
My day this morning has not been the best. It just has not been. My mind has not been moving.
That has been our truck for the last few weeks, apparently.
Oh my God!
I think we are fully on burnout. I think. I was telling Chris the other day that I've been off the truck a lot more the last couple of weeks, but it seems like I have so much less available time the last couple of weeks. It's been weird. I'm busy, but I don't know what I'm accomplishing. So, I
can empathize with that.
I know I'm not getting anything done that I want to get done. So, I still have to get 2 cuts done on my yard and fall fertilized and lots of yard cleanup to do. I have lots to get done before we end the season, because then I'm gone for a week and then I'm back and it's late November. So, time is short. So
very, very much so.
But I'm taking a rare Tuesday off. Making Chris work. I gave him yesterday off so he could watch the Lions game, and he's working Tuesday. I'm playing golf with my dad tomorrow.
How about is he finally understanding retirement, or?
Well, I don't know, because it's taken me 3 weeks to figure out a date that works for him.
Yeah, because he's probably now busier than
he canceled on me last week because he had a meeting. He's on a bank board and he didn't have it on his personal calendar. It was still on his old work calendar. So, he has been active. So, I'm not sure how much relaxing he's doing so far, but he seems to be doing well. So,
he seems to be retired.
Steve says, future episodes, how about updates on your Square implementations? Hi, Mr. Rasmussen and Darren Schultz. We've used Square since the beginning. Can you expound a little bit, Steve, on what you'd like?
We've talked a few things about Square.
Fucking Mark.
What?
I did really like the Packers helmets and uniforms yesterday. I was not going to say what you commented, so if anybody wants to see it, they can go to TikTok. But I am not saying those 3 words. Still in 3rd place. Nice win.
Still in 3rd place.
Still in 3rd place.
Yep.
Best division in football right now, man. Best division in football.
Yeah, all winning teams, or all above 500 teams, I should say.
Yeah. The crowd was electric.
The crowd traveled well too. Like there was a lot of purple. Don't get me wrong; it's in Minnesota, but there was a lot of blue.
Oh, there usually is.
Yeah.
Yeah. They travel well. They're who do they play? Tennessee next week, I think.
They have the Titans at 1 o'clock. Yes.
And that's a home game, and then the showdown at Lambeau week after that. So
I don't know if it'll be
No.
a showdown.
Green Bay is better than you think.
Depends.
Granted, until yesterday, they hadn't really played a team that had a winning record. I don't think.
I was I was surprised by yesterday or last night's game.
It was a heck of a game, though.
Whew. Steelers and Jets.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Devontae Adams really made a big difference, did he?
Yeah, there's a lot of really crap games that are on prime time this year. And I know that you don't know when you're making the schedule, you're hoping that what appear to be prime time worthy games end up being that way. But yeah, the fact that the Lions didn't get flexed into that slot is kind of annoying.
The Lions are so next week they got the Titans at home. 1 o'clock game.
Mark is blowing up my shit. Okay, I did not watch the Packers game, Mark. Not sure if you're aware, but there was another game that I was more interested in at the time. What chick ran out into the field? I didn't see any of this. I'm guessing they didn't show it on TV because they usually. Oh, the Steelers game. No, I didn't see that either. They do a pretty good job of not showing that stuff anymore. So I think they're trying to dissuade it. It's on TikTok. Of course, it's on TikTok. I'll find it. Or send it to me, Mark.
I do love the fans when they jump over and they're running and then they get past security and get on the field and then one football player just trucks them.
Oh yeah. Or even one of the security guys that really wanted to be a football player. They're just running full steam.
Just pulled a Patrick Mahomes truck stick. I don't know if you saw that yesterday.
I saw that touchdown. That was pretty good.
He had a shitty ass day. Excuse my language. He had a very shitty quarterback day. But that one just, I mean, he just leveled the dude.
Mark says she got 50 yards before they got her. Nice. So it's better than most guys.
Mahomes,
less drunk than most.
Mahomes ran his longest at 33 yards ever yesterday. Yeah. He's like, that was ever?
Yeah, he's not a runner. But yeah. Good football day yesterday.
Good football day.
Good football day. And we were pleasantly slow from 1 to 4. So we were pretty much slow from noon to 7. But
we were not slow at all. Good. We had our best day in a while.
Well, I'm glad you had a good day.
We're gonna start off with a text message that I received from a customer at 6:30 this morning. What?
Mark said she looked like she was smuggling 2 pumpkins.
Jesus. How'd she get past security then?
I got to go find this video now.
Did she have 2 helmets?
He said, you'll see. All right. You were saying. Continue. Stop Google searching Steelers streaker.
I'm not. So I got a text message this morning at 6:28 after he tried to call me, or after the person tried to call me.
Okay.
Now this is a person that's been buying ribs from me for over a year, and he texts me to ask me where I am. Let me know when you find that video,
okay,
and then share it with me. So he's been buying ribs from me over a year. He's traveled as much as like 30 minutes to come get ribs from me.
Okay.
And he sends me a text, and it starts off with, "Yes, I smoke a pipe. You don't see any people smoking a pipe because most people today are idiots with vape pens stuck in their mouth. The last rack of ribs was shitty. Here's a tip for the pitmaster. Don't sell burnt ribs, period. If you burn a rack of ribs, that's on you, not the customer. Your barbecue fucking sucks. Your ribs are are way too salty and burnt. It's shit. Now the last text I got from him, by the way, was August 29th. Is there a chance that he put these ribs in the freezer and just decided to pop them open for breakfast this morning?
Maybe, but
so of course I did respond,
mhm.
and I said that was a lot. The last message from you was in August. Is that when you bought them? If you aren't happy with what you got, just tell me and I'll make it right. You've been getting ribs from me for over a year and you've never had an issue before. I'm sorry you weren't happy with what you got. The next rack's on me. It's like, I don't care if it was last year. Point is, you fuck up a rack of ribs, excuse my language, don't sell it off to customers. It's bad business barbecue 101. You suck. Good day. I said, can I ask why you're just telling me now? There's no timeline on righting a wrong. You needed this lesson in life. I said, again, I apologize if you weren't happy with what you got. I obviously didn't think they were bad or else they wouldn't have gone out. I guess I'd expect a customer that's been buying ribs from me for over a year to be the first one to tell me when he's not happy. I also agree that there's no timeline in righting a wrong. Well, all right then. I said, that's why I said your next rack's on me. I'd like another chance. If that doesn't work for you, I'd even be happy to refund you. People don't have time to be spending money on ribs, dude. I said, I agree. But thanks for not charging me for the 2 extra sauces, shaking my head. What a joke. I said, I've never charged for extra sauce. When did you buy them? So that was my morning. Yay.
Mark says tell him to F off, which I don't believe is true advice because I know that if I would have opened up a gallon of sauce in my pallet from that I ordered that I got at the beginning of the year right now and said, hey, there's something funky with this sauce, that the barbecue superstar would replace it without a question.
I believe that would be the case as well.
So
they're good dudes over there.
They're good dudes. So I would behave the way the superstar would behave.
Now he might tell me to fuck off as a joke, but let's still make it right somehow.
Yeah, I'd be a little suspicious of the gallon he sent you, but
yeah. I don't know. So did I respond accordingly?
Yeah, I mean
I could have not responded. But.
It's always good to try to figure out when.
I have not seen the guy.
It might not have been him. Maybe somebody else, like he had a buddy stop by and pick up a rack of ribs with his order.
True.
You never know. So it's always good to figure out when. I mean, maybe it was a little bit off of a cook, but yeah. I mean, some people are just pissed off, and
I don't know. I don't know why
you were the nearest target. So
I guess it was I just don't know why he had to tell me he was smoking a pipe.
Or maybe he was at somebody else's truck and just confused the two of you.
It's possible.
And had a different, I mean, or it's a local business owner that's pissed off because whatever. And
I mean, like I said, I've gotten texts from this person like all the way June of last year, so I know it's the right number. But
I mean, we had the review. We had a review. That the clowns at the window with their tattoos all over their faces, and that was just we had a Google review.
I didn't know you had a tattoo on your face.
We don't. None of us do.
Oh, okay.
So we all look like clowns, unprofessional, blah 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 blah. And it was just it was a retaliatory review from a review that Chris personally left.
Oh yes.
On the insurance place. So, Mark says they absolutely would, and he does tell you to F off all the time.
He does too. It's fine. I'm okay with it.
100% can't please everyone in the public. Absolutely right. So, doesn't mean we're not going to try. But welcome, Justin, on the YouTube and page. Hey, we've got a couple watchers. Jennifer's on and with Mark. So,
Mark takes up a lot of room himself, so
He does. It's a crowded room over there.
yeah. He's like 6 watchers.
I have a feeling there's an FU coming soon.
I love Mark.
Hey, now, he says. Yeah. So how was your week, Skip?
Busy. That was me.
You just send me that now?
I'll tell you about it later. But
What the fuck?
I'll tell you about it later.
How was your week?
Well, I found that out. Well, so Monday was Columbus Day. We definitely know that.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
People's Day as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
We talked about that last Monday.
Yep. My bathroom flooded on Friday. Actually, technically, it was Thursday night, so I had to cancel Friday. So that sucked.
You know, in general, when we do this, we're talking about our work weeks first.
Oh,
Did you work at all last week?
I
Or
did.
you too busy fighting off all these other fires?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right.
So I have Albion College, our local college, reached out and had last minute, like they called me, I think right after the podcast, and said, "Hey, on our football team, we got 18 guys that have made academic honors. We want to cater a meal for them. Are you able to do it?"
Wow, 18.
Well, that's kind of what I said. I didn't say it out loud, but that's what I thought. And I'm like, yeah, we can do that. What do you got? So we did pork and brisket and dropped stuff off to him. So I get there and he calls me. He's like, "Yep, I'm going to send one of the injured guys up there to help you if you need it." I'm like, "Okay." Sends me the guy in a walking boot. To walk up 2 flights of stairs. So we walk into the video room where the soccer team is having video review. And these guys are going to hate me because I'm setting up chafing dishes and food, put everything all together. I kind of felt bad for him. And so I text the coach as I'm leaving. I said, "Hey, first of all, the guy told me that you guys really don't have any food. Love to come out and support the football team and maybe set up the food truck or something like that. And number 2 is if the guy who helped me didn't make the academic honors, just give him a bite because he's in a walking boot. Help me go up 2 flights of stairs." Thursday Thursday was International Credit Union Day, and
Where are you finding all these days?
Oh, well, they booked me for International Credit Union Day,
Okay.
so that's how I know it's that day.
Mark said at least they didn't send you the guy with 2 broken arms.
Well, I asked him because he said he was going to send 2 guys, and only one guy showed up. So I'm like, did the other one get lost? So International Credit Union Day, we set up from 5 to 7 at our local credit union, provided meals, free meals because they paid for it. Got home, realized that our basement bathroom was not in working order. Had to call the plumber. Plumber came out, said, "Nope, we can't do it. It's not our problem. You need to call Mr. Roto-Rooter guy." I'm like, "Well, shit, when can he be here?" "He can be here at 8 o'clock Saturday morning." I said, "Absolutely." Saturday, I had two caterings. And I had to watch my wife skydive. My wife is going through her, I don't know, midlife crisis maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but decided that she wanted to go skydiving. And she was supposed to go last Saturday, but it got rained out. So she decided to go this Saturday.
It was a good day to die.
It was a gorgeous day out. I will give it that. It was there was not one cloud in the sky. But of course,
You would have thought the video would have been better then.
Well, please hold. Okay, first of all, I'm not a pro at videoing. She gave the phone to the wrong person. Okay. Number 2 is you can't see when they jump. She jumped.
They're really far away.
Well, the 14,000. So You can pay for 3 different elevations. There's 9,000, 14,000, 18,000.
Okay.
So she decided to go at 14,000. Yeah, so she did that, and you can't even, like, you can barely see when they pop open their parachute. So, like, we're trying to find her, and she's wearing, like, pink shoes and, like, a blue top, and I'm colorblind as shit, and I can't see it. So I'm videotaping everybody. And then, of course, on live, we were trying to figure out how to mute it because she didn't want commentary. So
Okay. That's the stuff that goes viral.
I know,
not the parachute people.
not her jumping. So didn't realize that the mute button icon would be on the whole video. So it's like right there. And then she decides to jump where the sun is. So yeah, let's just go ahead.
She decided.
Yeah, she decided. The only point where she said, I don't know what I'm doing or why I'm doing this is right when she was about to basically fall out of the plane. Now, I don't understand the point of jumping out of a perfectly good aircraft. She did say when she went up that there was parts of the aircraft that had duct tape on it. So, I mean,
it's not duct tape.
It's alien tape.
It's aviation tape. I saw a whole TikTok video about it.
Or Flex Seal or something of that nature.
That would give me some concern. They're out there with some Flex Seal sprayed it on there.
Anyway, so she jumped, she landed, she was very excited about it. She wants to go again. Yeah, so that was Saturday. As I had 30 racks of ribs on my smoker, counting down the time on how long it's going to take her to get this done so I can run home.
You know, it goes a lot faster if she doesn't open the chute.
So they said we're going to jump. It's going to be 60-second free fall, and then we pull the chute, and it's 4 to 5 minutes to get down. All these single jumpers were getting down in like 2 minutes. It's the tandem ones that decided to enjoy the flight. I have to cough.
It's okay. I just got a text message. Someone looking for catering. Hello, how are you doing? I will like to know if you can cater for my birthday. Do we think this is legit? You're muted.
Dude, I just got the same text.
No way.
From a 717 number?
Yep. 363-3204.
Absolutely.
I'm going to recommend you.
No. Should I say I'm not available to cater your birthday, not knowing the date?
I asked for more information.
Oh.
I'll string this along for a while.
How did you say it?
Mark says big business in the 717. I said, can you give me more info?
I'm going to reply exactly how you do. This is great. This is
all our other food truck friends out there. Here, I'll get the number and we can all text. I hear you're looking for a caterer. 717-363-3204. Do your thing, internet.
So anyway, so 2 catering drops. We did a wedding and just a drop off. Drop off said, "Hey, we'd like you to set everything up for us." I said, "Okay, no problem." So I send one of my girls to go do that. She gets to the address. There's like 2 20-year-olds just sitting there doing nothing set up, no tables, no nothing. And I told her I messaged her earlier in the day. I said, "Hey, we're gonna set that. Or do you want this set up?" Yeah, set up by 11 is great. What?
Bernie says he already has that guy booked. Stop trying to steal his business.
I don't even know where 717 is.
It's Pluto.
So anyway, so she gets there. There's no tables, so she left my hot boxes there and just said, "Do it yourself." Great. And I did. Then we had a wedding that night. That was good. Everybody said the food was great. And I realized that I love people watching and I love seeing the guests and things like that. So let me tell you how I put my foot in my mouth. The first person that comes up is a nice lady and she's wearing a black dress. And she's like, I'll take the rib dinner. I'm like, okay, I appreciate that, but I got to wait for the bridal party, the bride and groom first.
Mhm.
Honey, I am the bride. I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, let me just go over here and just put your food together there, darling. So at the end of the night, I apologized again. I said, I'm sorry. She's like, no, it's completely fine because I love to come back here and tell all the people, guess what I did to the rib guy? And then I believe that everybody, and by the way, if it's Bernie, I'm going to steal his client.
It's Southern Pennsylvania, according to Mark.
Oh, good. I'll definitely steal his client. It's probably Amish. Would you get a response?
No,
Oh.
but I'm gonna write that. It says looks like you're in Southern Pennsylvania, and then he'll say he's traveling, or it's his mom's birthday, and she lives in that area.
And
That's my guess.
And we need to pay with credit card.
Mm-hmm.
Or we need to accept his credit card.
And can I pay you extra? And then you can return some of the money so I can pay cash to the DJ.
Yes, that's a good one. I've heard that one
Yep.
too. Yep. When I watch guests, I definitely realize that everybody needs a family, a fun uncle. And this uncle was Uncle Frank. And he was just a hilarious guy. So shout out to Uncle Frank. I wish I could really tell you why he was so funny, but it was just, he was very witty.
Did he go streaking?
No, he was walking around with a walker, and then he put the walker to the side, and I looked at him. I said, see, you're just milking it. He's like, shh, don't tell anybody. Like, he's that type of wittiness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we had our apple orchard on Sunday. Was worried that the Lions game was going to hinder it, but families, I guess, don't love the Lions. Which single people do. I don't know. We did 170 sales for about 3,100. We had a line from 12 to 4 or 12 to 3:30 when we sold out.
Nice.
So we did a total week of something. I don't know. You can get into yours first.
Okay.
Hold on. I mean, don't hold, but
I don't know what's going on. All right.
I don't know either.
Lions equal Kamal.
What?
Oh, Kamala. Ouch.
No, it's actually Minnesota equals Kamala because Tim Walz, governor of Minnesota.
Hey, man, Lions are just trying to make America great again by being America's team.
Absolutely.
Bringing people together. Oh, crowd size. Hey, now.
Whatever.
Lions have the biggest crowds ever. They're huge.
They're huge.
Huge. Yeah, I vaguely remember a Packers game last year that they played the Lions, and it was half Lions at Lambeau for the first time, I think, ever. You are fake news, he says. Yeah, I was surprised at how many Lions fans were at Lambeau for that game last year. I don't expect it to happen this year, but I fully expect that Lambeau puts a ban on ticket sales. For what were we doing? Looking up stuff. Are we going into my week yet?
Yeah.
Or are we still talking about you?
Well, we talk about numbers after our weeks, right?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
let's see. What did we do last week? Sunday we had that wedding. We already talked about that though. Yeah, we had a decent week. Roadside's still what it is. Our neighborhoods are obviously slowing down. Tuesday we were at Insurance Place, which was a solid lunch. We were at a subdivision that was really good the first couple times we were there this year, and then it waned off. We found out that they were having problems with their emails going out to residents.
of course they did.
I believe it because the last time we were there, it was better, not where it was before, but and then this time was probably the best time we've had there since mid-June. I mean, we're not knocking the doors off or anything, but for this time of year, I think we did 650, 700 for dinner, which is solid. So, yeah, we were this time for us this time of year. I mean, like a normal day, 700 breaks even for us. That's paying all the bills. So if we get to 1,300 for the day, it's a good day.
Good day.
You know, we're cooking light. We're not cooking a ton of food every day. So for us to do 600 for lunch and 600 for dinner, we're happy. I'm happy. I know the guys would like more, but I mean, I would take more. But anyways, so yeah, Tuesday was a good day. Wednesday we were out at the Ottawa County Jail for lunch. A little slow still, but okay. Our evening neighborhood that night was as slow as it has ever been, and that was the last time we will be there ever. So that was our last one for the year. We won't go back next year. That subdivision will be off the schedule. Thursday, I had a podiatrist appointment in the morning.
Ooh, how's your foot?
The boys were at Kent County Jail for lunch. It was a pretty good lunch there. And then one of our typically better subdivisions for the evening at Rivertown was okay. So it was a good day that day. So I've had pain on the top of my foot on and off. It comes and goes, ranging from moderate annoyance to I can't put pressure on it at all, which is a weird thing to have on the top of your foot. When you're stepping on your foot, the top of your foot hurts. So I've had x-rays done on it like 3 different times. No one's ever seen anything. Podiatrist comes and looks at it and looking at the x-rays and stuff. And a couple of years ago, I had dropped a pallet on my foot. I think we talked about it. It was the morning of a wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Chris's first solo adventure, and that was the one we had to do family style.
Oh,
I was scrambling to find. I thought something broke, but even that, he says, what likely has happened is you have a compressed nerve on the top of your foot from that incident, and every once in a while it hits right, and you go through these segments of pain. Unfortunately, there's not a real good diagnostic test for it. There's not.
So it's life?
No.
I mean,
he's
life
not
without parole.
So they can do an MRI, and that will pretty much cancel out every other type of issue there is. You can't really see nerve damage on an MRI. But if it's nothing else, then it should be the nerve type of thing. But MRIs apparently are really hard to get through insurance right now for whatever reason.
So I had an MRI for my knee. Yep.
Mhm.
And they told me that if it wasn't approved, I'd have to pay for it.
Yeah.
I'd have to sign a form that says I had to pay for it.
Yeah. So he said it can be a process. So what we were doing instead, he gave me a shot of steroids in the top of my foot, which felt super awesome.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, boy. Ooh, yeah, it did.
He
Did it
says,
burn a little bit?
yeah, it still does. So he says, if it doesn't make things better, we're at the nerve stage. He said, if this works and it feels better than it has in 3 years, he's like, it was probably something else. And this is kind of our diagnostic test. He says, if it goes away and comes back, he says, I am not a doctor that just will do steroid shots every couple months. So we're going to find out what the root problem is and fix the root problem instead of just treating the symptoms. So he said, if it ends up being the compressed nerve, he said it's a very minor surgery. Yeah. He said, off your feet for a couple of days and you're probably back to good. So I have to go back in a couple of weeks after the steroid runs its course and see where we are from there. But hopefully this will be done off season if we have to have the surgery, and then good as new. I'll be pain-free in my right foot. So
then you'll stub your left toe.
Probably.
Because
all my other injuries have been on my left side, so it was nice that this is all right.
Because as I was getting into my truck yesterday, no slip shoes slipped, and I fell again. So my knee's a little sore, a little tight. Oh yeah. Anyway, please.
Friday we were at Wiseman Distillery. Solid lunch, dead in the evening. Chris was alone for the afternoon and evening hours. It is what it is, and we kind of know what that's going to be like, and we're okay with it at this time of year.
Why don't you just go there for lunch and just go find somewhere for dinner? Is it just keeping up appearances, or you don't have anywhere to go for dinner?
We don't have anywhere to go for dinner.
Okay.
I mean, there's nowhere to go, you know.
I get it. I just asking.
I mean, we can do subdivisions, but it's not like there's regular Friday evening activities in our area right now. All of like the farms and stuff that are kind of guarantee spots they're booked. They've been booked for a while, and you know, available spots are just not there. I mean, we're going to do the same wherever we go Friday nights, unless it's an organized effort. So we're still open. We're like catering and stuff. We will 100% go, you know? So anyways, so yeah, I mean, it was still a good night. I don't think we had a day under 1,000. We had one, $997, but that might've been on Friday. Saturday was a day. We had a catering for 100 people for a class reunion, 50th class reunion. At the same time, we were at our favorite winery in Holland, Tanglewood Winery, for their Fall Fest. Hayride, scavenger hunt in the vineyards, and all day activities and stuff like that. Yeah. So that was probably the most food we've cooked and had on board between the two events. I don't know, probably since June. We were loaded. We had food and Cambros on the deck, and Cambros in the back of Chris's car for catering. I think we went through 7 briskets, 12 pork butts. Yeah, 40 pounds of chicken. 50 pounds. It's a lot. It was a food happened. Yeah, we sold it all. We didn't have a post, but yeah, our last protein went out 5 minutes before we closed, and the trailer was a disaster. We did, yeah, it was just over 3, I think, for service. Yeah, and it was a steady line from 4:15 to 7. So, yeah, between the two, I mean, we're almost $6,000 for the day. So, a solid day. It's a solid day.
It was a fair day.
Fair day. Yeah, the class reunion actually paid the week before, which helped last week's numbers. So I was a little worried that we weren't going to be able to get close to 10 this week without the catering. But yeah, we were almost identical weeks, even with that catering being on last week. So our average is still right there at 10, so a week average. So for October, which is awesome. We're having a good October. So I think we're up like 42%. I'll check the actual number, but this October to last October. Yeah, so yeah, Tanglewood was awesome. Was happy that we did not really run out of food, because that was the place that we had the very short night one day. And that was kind of our thought going in, or my thought going in. This is our last impression for the year. Let's do whatever we have to do to make sure that we have food, that we were serving people up until the last second possible. So, so yeah, we very well could have thrown away, 20 pounds of pork, but I would have been okay with it for that day. So yeah, it was a good day. A good impression made on the last day. Yesterday at Trail Point is a very nice, relaxing October day. And again, why are you booking these if you're not really making money? Because we still have regular customers that are coming to see us.
Mhm.
We are still building that base there because we're getting new people that are now customers. So we're not losing money. I did yeah. So like I said, it's about $700 for me to run the truck out for the day.
Mhm.
We
As
were,
long as you make that.
I think we did $900 in sales.
Yeah.
So yeah, I made $200, but I didn't have any staff on board. It was just me.
Yeah.
So $200 into my pocket for a day's work. All right. Yeah. It's a
I can
long
deal with
day.
that.
And I mean, in October, I mean, there is no reasonable expectation for me to think that we're going to do $2,000 days in October. There's so much going on, especially before Halloween, where people are out doing pumpkin patches and stuff like that. I mean, your farm, the deep roots that we do, we're back there this Saturday. It's going to be a busy day. We're going to plan on doing 17 to 2 that day. But those are the fall activities that people go do. So not so much, hanging out at breweries and stuff. And there was a whole lot of Lions people there. Almost everybody there was in a Lions shirt. They had the games on. We served almost all the people that were there during the Lions game, at least once. I mean, but it's not a packed sports bar. So
No.
Which was fine. I had my laptop. I watched most of the game. I was able to watch most of the game. So yeah, I'm fine with it. It's a nice day to get some shit cleaned and get caught up on some stuff. So I'll take it.
Absolutely.
And as long as we were making money, we're good to go. So yeah, that was the week. We did just 99. I think we did 9,900 for the week, which is what we did last week. So I'll pull up some actual numbers now that you have yours.
I beat you.
Ready? Good job, Skippy. Well, if you carry over my catering that was actually supposed to be this week, then we're like 11, but whatever. I'll let you beat me.
Thanks. Allow me to have just a good day, okay? God.
I am glad you had a good week. You needed one. You needed a good win for the week, so I'm glad you got one.
Well, the problem is we did 10-4, 10-5, round up by $15.
Okay.
10-5, but 7,400 was catering.
That's not a problem.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But somebody also paid their invoice that's not due until February.
Oh. Yeah, I hate that. God, it drives me so. That's not even on the right year. Oh my gosh.
She still had 2 payments to make.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It would F me up for the next 2 years.
Yeah, I put a note in her file that. So
I am so close to having this year's reports be right. I am so freaking close. I have one more wedding, and that's on November 1st, and I've already talked to her because she wanted to pay last week. She's like, "Is it all right if I pay the invoice?" I said, "I super appreciate it. If it's not a trouble, just if you could pay it on the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd, no problem."
Yeah,
be late.
Pay the bar people first.
Yeah, be late. It's okay. Yeah, I just want it on the right month. God, that would. Oh my God, dude, having that year off. Oh my God, yeah, I couldn't do it. I am too OCD, I think, for this business, but for the bookkeeping side of it. And I could just do my own tracking and reports outside of Square, but I don't have time for that.
So I have been keeping track of my food cost. I don't know if
Good.
Really keeping track.
No, you have not mentioned that. I mean, we did some in-depth stuff at the beginning of the year, but you have not said anything about actually keeping track. So I'm looking forward to this conversation.
What I love about Square and their banking system. So for new listeners, I use the Square debit card for everything. So, I mean, what I mean by everything is anytime I go to Sam's, I use it for everything. And it has a feature where now it will actually tell you, it'll try to categorize every purchase as like inventory or gas or meals or whatever. So it's easier for you to do your P&Ls at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So on my phone, because I can't do it here, or else I'd show you. I did not get a response, by the way. Can you get me more info?
I did not get a response either. I'm a little disappointed.
Must not be too
Bernie snagged it up, man.
bastard.
I gotta get back there. Okay.
Bernie, by the way, I'm not headed to Massachusetts this weekend, so I can't stop by your place.
Boo.
I know. So when you pull up your balance or your banking information, it'll actually give you your. Let's see if you can see it. See that?
Uh-huh.
So the first one is inventory. So you just tap it.
So I've used some of these accounting things both personally. Ouch. Oh, ow, son of a whore.
Touch that foot, did you?
No, I'd moved my leg and I got a cramp in my thigh.
Oh boy.
Ow. So I've used like Microsoft Money used to be a thing.
Yeah.
And I would use that personally to track stuff, and it would auto place things.
Yep.
Do you feel that it's pretty accurate?
Yes, because I've gone through that month to figure out what's been classified as what.
Okay.
And so all my inventory. So for this, we'll just talk this month. Reports.
While you're looking at that,
Yeah.
I had YouTube minimized for a second. Bernie said Ludacris says he's got hoes in those area codes.
It's awesome.
Thank you, Jason. And Justin says he has a rare Monday wedding catering today. A Monday wedding. That is
What the fuck does a
something.
Monday wedding?
Somebody on a budget. When you're paying the spaghetti monster all that money, you gotta cut costs other places.
Yeah. Top notch, elegant catering.
Yeah, but $10K for catering, and you can only afford a $100 venue.
He's at least $10K. I mean,
Oh yeah. Probably 20.
I probably would. There's no way I could afford him.
Yeah. If you want the noodle, man, you got to pay.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Very large, meaty.
So
balls.
this month thus far, I'm actually up this month right now, like 39%, and I finally have cracked into the positive for year to date. By the way,
nice. I thought you did last week though.
I was up 0.02 or something like that.
Up is up.
Up is up.
Up is up.
So this month, as far as what I've spent out in inventory is, and I'll do the math with everybody. So let me pull up my wonderful calculator because I regurgitated high school. I'm gonna put it on your face.
We are currently 16.8% up.
Good for you.
And we are making some tractions on the transaction side. So
yeah, fuck
we're
that.
2.5% down.
We're
And I know we're up 20% on our average check, which is awesome. And I know that.
Can't you filter out certain items to get an actual
average check?
Yeah.
I mean,
can't you filter out your catering?
Why?
No, I'm like just to see
I don't think you can.
Oh, yeah, I haven't played around with it enough. Anyway, so my cost so far this month has been 86.1633.
86.1633.
Divide that by my total sales at 25.911.36. Means my food cost right now is 33.25%.
Yeah, get that down a little bit.
I know. But it's
not bad. I mean,
it's been running an average of 30% for the last few months that I've been really checking it out.
But your labor is so low.
Correct. Yes, there is very well.
I mean,
this week kind of my way I pay people kind of hit me right in the face. And
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Square payroll is coming soon.
Yes.
So if I can't do it, I pay people a flat $150 to do catering for me. Drop it off, set it up, whatever. And I've had multiple caterings in one day where I've sent one person one place, one person another place. They each got $150.
Okay.
This time, I think I made the mistake of having the same person help me twice with two different events.
Explain.
Well, while I went and watched my wife fall from the sky, she went and dropped food off, and then the wedding at night, she helped me with that.
Okay.
So, not really thinking about it, I only paid her $150 plus part of the tip.
Okay. Instead of paying her for two events.
Exactly.
Ah.
And because I look at it like you didn't do $475 worth of shit, but
If you're
my
paying
fault.
by the event, yeah.
I know it's my fault, and so it hit me hard that, wow, yeah, she just got paid a shit ton of money for doing fucking very little shit, but whatever.
Well, and so now here's the other problem: is that if you move them to hourly,
they won't do it. That's the problem.
Well, exactly. I mean, you've been paying them so much just to do the events that it's like, well, I'm not going to get paid $20 an hour for 3 hours for $60, you know? So now you're going to have to figure that out too.
It will probably end up being the same because, I mean, guaranteed money is still great, but
you can do an hourly and then add in a bonus. So you can manipulate the payday that when you do that, run the payroll, you can add in bonuses and stuff. And you should just do that. I mean, that's how, so Aetna doesn't tip. We don't get tips on any of that catering. But this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I would have expected something. Okay, but you don't ever throw in automatic stuff though, no matter what.
No.
Will you ever consider it?
No, I don't think so.
Right.
For me, yeah, it's a $90,000 account.
I know.
So
yeah, for you, that's good.
Yeah. So this year, everybody that worked in that event got a bump. Yeah. For the day. So, they all got, and we did. I did it at the end of the month on their last paycheck of the month. So those. I mean, when we were doing 6 a month, it's good to see a $400 bump on your check. Yeah,
it's a bonus, and and they get taxed on that higher than normal wages, and
they do.
Yeah, bonuses and commission to get taxed higher than normal wages.
I'm not sure how it was categorized. I think it's categorized as reimbursement.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Coming from somebody that's been in commission sales forever, yeah, our commission sales was always the same.
Oopsie.
Why couldn't you just give me cash? God damn it.
Yeah. So that's how we do it, and I think that's probably a good way to do it. Is, I mean, if you're worried about losing those people, if they're good enough people, then yeah, I would.
It's just the fact that it was one person and it's just a lot of money. And that's my fault because I didn't.
Well, if you had two different people, you'd still pay the same amount.
Yes.
You had one person do one.
And I wasn't. Yeah. That's where I wasn't taking it. It was one person doing instead of two separate.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so that kind of bit me because I only gave her $325 yesterday, and she's like, "Oh, so you just forgot the other one?" I'm like, "Oh, son of a bitch! Damn it, I did."
Yep, that's exactly what happened. I'm sorry. Here's your other $150.
You made more than I did.
I've had those days.
Anyway.
Yeah. Been plenty of days where you guys have made money and I haven't. So,
did you get a chance to see the picture, the meme that I put up on the Facebook page for Monday Morning Food Truck?
Yes, I did. It was good.
It starts with F and ends with uck.
Food truck.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're good. We're good for the year so far. We are up. Oh, well, this is just wrong. Oh, so for the same period, so January 1st to October 21st/22nd, we are up 0.03%.
Okay.
Which
And
is
that's off the sales trends
correct.
tab. But if you go out to the dashboard, it'll be a little bit higher.
Correct. The dashboard's better, but the actual reports is lower,
Yeah.
which is weird.
We talked about that. It's because it throws in an extra day.
I get it. It's so fucking weird.
It's dumb. Yes, because of the leap year. It's stupid.
So according to this, we are up 2.39%. Average checks up 11, almost 12%. Transactions are down 8%, 8.5%. 75% card, 23% cash, 2% other.
Nice. Yeah, we're up 46% for October over last October. Just really good October. We're only $3,000 short of last October's total sales right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's awesome. It really is a good year, and I know a lot of it has to do with our catering and stuff, but our catering on the whole was up from the previous year. Outside of open houses, we did more weddings this year than we did the year before. Open houses were a little bit down, but I'll take weddings over open houses any day.
By the way, did you get a response from Steve on the YouTube about what he'd like to hear more about Square?
No.
Oh.
Thanks,
How you
Steve.
doing, Steve?
Yeah. Just tease us like that. Jason says, Skippy, do you track all your payroll, every payout, every time?
No. I should, but I don't.
Yeah, you should. Mark asked if you take Bitcoin now.
No.
What's the other payment?
Other is ACH or Cash App.
Are you taking a lot through Cash App?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't advertise that we accept it,
but it's checked on your. So if they get an invoice, so they see that it's available.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like I hate checks. I can't stand checks. I think checks are the devil. So the credit union sent me a check last week. I actually just got it yesterday. And I told them I hadn't received it yet. Excuse me. And she's like, oh, well, I'm like, I bank with you. Can you just send it ACH? They're like, oh, I just got the approval to pay with a credit card. I'm like, oh, shit. Of course. Charge me 3%.
All right. Steve says web ordering and KDS.
Neither of us are using KDS at the moment.
Correct.
I've been flirting with the idea.
Web ordering though is we can go through some of that.
So I've looked into KDS because if we open this cafe, it's probably going to be easier for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I'm using the right Square software.
You probably need to go.
But I thought you were on full restaurants.
No.
Oh, you're not?
Okay.
I am not on full restaurants.
Then
don't know.
You'll need to upgrade to that then.
Yeah. So I was just checking it out.
And there's a ton of features you won't ever. Well, maybe you'll use, but not likely. Like you can set up your tables and everything, and but you're not doing weighted or
no, we're not doing weighted stuff. It's just more of a KDS would probably be helpful.
Yeah.
But yes, I did. We dabble in the online ordering. It was a complete, excuse my language, bitch to set up.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it, and
I don't know if restaurants is different either, as far as like
online ordering.
Yeah.
No. I think you get some extra features with restaurants, but web ordering it is the same way. I think probably. I mean, ours can still be better, the layout and everything, and getting pictures and descriptions.
Oh yeah, I've got nothing on there.
Our ad add cut options or modifier options need a lot of work. It works for us on the truck because we know what goes where, so we can have the full accompaniment. But when you have that full accompaniment available on your items online, now we have people ordering a side of mac and cheese with extra pork.
Yeah,
because it's available there. So now we need to make separate modifier menus for each item, which is kind of a pain, but we'll get there. Other than that, that's the only problem we've had with people doing the orders. That and us making sure stuff is marked unavailable fast enough.
That's the hardest part. I haven't really figured out I think you need the dashboard app to really, I guess, do it faster.
So on the registry, we can do it easy. It's a long hold, and you can mark it unavailable real quick.
So I tried that. It didn't seem to work for me.
Maybe you need that. Maybe that's part of, I don't know. So, but I mean, if you have orders coming in fast enough, I mean, like we've had a line at our window where we have some tickets, and then before I can let Chris know that something's gone, like rib tips is a hard one for us because we don't know exactly how many orders there are until we get there. You can also do inventory tracking on some items, and we do that for banana pudding because it's it's pre-portioned.
Yes.
So we know how many we have, and we can do that with ribs. But yeah, for like pork and brisket, it'd be easier for you because it's all going on sandwiches type of thing. But
it goes on mac and it goes on potatoes.
But it's all portioned out. You don't do a pound of brisket. But you can't do it that way. You can't say I have this much. I have 30 pounds of pork, and then put that in as an ingredient on your items.
Correct. And that irritates the shit out of me.
It would be so helpful. It would be phenomenal if they could figure out how to do that. Because we can't say that we have, like for us, 50 piglets available. Yeah. We may have enough pork for 50 piglets, but if we sell one of our other pork sandwiches, it doesn't remove the availability on that piglet.
Especially if you're just absolutely slammed at an event, but you have your online ordering on.
Yeah. Steve says 86 is his concern. And that's always been my concern with going live with it. And we are selective with when we turn on our online ordering.
I like it for neighborhoods.
Yep.
So I like it for like if you're at I actually like it for bars or breweries or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll put the menu in or a couple menus inside with the ordering site.
Sorry, Matt.
Oh, hi, Matt.
Things are chaos this morning.
Everybody say hi to Matt. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
So breweries, bars, stuff like that. Stuff where people are sitting down. They're not just walking around or they're not just coming to pick up.
Yeah, we would never do it at a festival type of thing.
No,
it's
can't.
Purely roadside. Yeah.
I've even thought about getting rid of it and then just doing it for special things. So like if you have a game day package that's like ribs and wings, they can pre-order that way. Yeah. Or, doing holiday meals, they can order it like that. But doing all your sandwiches, because if for some reason something doesn't work out and you don't have that sandwich available and then you forget to mark it, it's like, oh, now you got to contact the customer and say, hey, I screwed up. I don't have this.
Yep. And we've had to do that before. So what we'll do now is like, if we are busy, we get down to like the last pan of pork or whatever. We mark all that off, or we'll just turn off online ordering at that point. If we're getting down to the point where it looks like we're probably going to sell out, you got to come out to the truck because things are too fluid for that kind of stuff, which sucks. And yeah, I mean, but at the same time, I talked to Chris. I was like, do you think we could probably go with Uber Eats or something next year, DoorDash, and start offering that stuff? I said, it really isn't a big deal. I mean, we can you bump up the service charge to cover our costs for the services. We just have to be super on point with all our addressing and stuff.
Yeah, with the locations is the tough part. Yeah. I mean, if you had a ghost kitchen or something like that, they couldn't pick it up. That'd be a different,
But yeah, I mean, we just got to be super on point with our location because we have to change the location every day for our pickup orders.
Yeah.
So it's something we're already doing.
You just have another system.
It's
to
just
do it.
another service to do it.
Yeah.
I got something back from the 717.
Oh,
Date November 14th for 60 people. Yes, am located in Michigan.
oh.
Okay.
I just
Yeah,
got a
okay.
response.
Okay.
I'm going to respond back. Where in Michigan? And he's going to say, "Where are you located?"
See,
Or-
I didn't
Or he's going to
ask for.
He's going to say Kalkaska because that's where my area code for my phone is.
Where in Michigan? Not to mention we're going to be in Florida, but this is fun for me. What was your response?
Please provide the address and requested menu.
No, what was the response you got back?
Oh, November 14th for 60 people.
Okay.
Haha. So Bernie didn't get it. Haha.
Still in the running.
Still there. So,
Shit.
so I Bernie and I conversed, or Justin and I, Scanlon. Yeah, Scanlon. We conversed.
Jason Scanlon. Justin
Jason,
Harris.
There we go. Too many damn J's. Josh,
Yeah.
Justin, Jason.
It's
Jerk
a pandemic.
So looked up the address. So he's got a building. So I'm wondering, does he have Bernie? Jason? Do you have do you have a restaurant, or are you strictly a food truck, or what? We got to get him on the phone someday.
Yes. Well, and the good news is we're getting to the end of everybody's pretty much season. So
Yeah.
we should be able to get, we're hoping to have a good parade of other food truck owners this year.
Yes.
I think that'll happen. So.
I have on the hook, I have a breakfast restaurant that is opening up a food truck. They said they'd love to be on the podcast.
Excellent.
I have a coffee truck, basically the cafe owner.
Okay.
Thought it would be good to have what he does with differences between food truck and brick and mortar. I have somebody that went
Shut
from
up, Justin.
What?
Justin says, "You guys have an end of season?" Yeah, we do.
He's in Nashville.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have he has like a
cold for them is what we have right now. Oh, Skippy, you froze? Skippy, you there? Oh, please tell me it didn't go. Okay. Oh, everybody, I think we lost Skippy. If everybody's still seeing the live, let me know. It looks like we're still live everywhere else. Hey, he's back.
Oh, there you are.
Hey, Max Headroom, how you doing?
Who?
Max Headroom, the little silver guy that was on the TV back in the 80s. Yeah. No, you don't remember him? You froze again. But the important part, Justin, is you can hear me. Yeah. Typically, we're done. We go mid-March to mid-November. You are in and out, dude. I don't know what's going on with your connection.
Am I back?
Currently, yes.
Yes. Okay.
You're still fuzzy,
Okay.
but
Well, you've always been fuzzy.
Steve says before you were born, Max Headroom. I know Skippy's not that young. Oh yeah, you are probably
44.
You're
Older
not-
than you.
You're 44. You're not older than I am.
I'm 40.
When-
I just turned 44 in July.
Yeah, I turned 45 in December.
Oh, you old fuck.
I know.
Anyway, Max Headroom. Name sounds familiar, but I don't know why.
I guess he wasn't silver. Why did I have him? Oh, because he was silver on Spaceballs. The mock they did of
I
him on
love
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
So he was with Pizza the Hut, his little sidekick, Pizza the Hut. So based on the real guy here, let me show you. I got this. I got it. So that guy.
Oh, yes.
It could always be in and out, like yeah.
Max headroom. Gotcha. Yeah, some of us do have off seasons.
It does get cold, and we will occasionally get snow and ice. I had to keep building, and I hope to keep building enough to take January off.
Yeah, it's nice having 3 months off. I will still do catering as long as it's worth it for us. Usually, oh dang it! Usually need at least $1,000 catering
for me to fire up the smoker and everything.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Yuck Tart says hi.
$12,032.61. Oh, that was like, sorry, Bernie, I didn't see your previous message. He said, "Are we all sharing our week's numbers?" So he did 12,000 this last week. Jason.
Good for him.
Good job, buddy. He says Justin says he's got a few weddings in the off season. One on New Year's Eve.
That's a chilly one.
That's an expensive one. Weddings on New Year's.
We actually we did New Year's Eve. We did a wedding.
Yeah. I mean, just venue wise and everything I guarantee you everything costs more.
Probably. Yeah.
Maybe not for you, but I mean, yeah, we wouldn't charge more because it's New Year's, but. 10K. Whoa. Yowzas. We knew you were an expensive caterer.
Yeah. That's probably his minimum.
Yeah. You want the noodle, you got to bring out 10K.
It's the noodle and the monster.
That's right.
The monster noodle.
Meatballs, now you're talking 12.
You want the meatballs. Yeah, for 10 you just get noodles and butter.
That's right. You want sauce? No sauce for you.
2,000 extra.
I'm sorry, you said you want to talk about what?
Well, you had brought up firing up the smoker.
Yeah.
So, do we have an update on possible upgrades?
Nothing's been ordered. Nothing.
Talked to Nick a little bit the other day.
Yeah.
About his trailer, and kind of his process and stuff. So yeah, I think we're probably gonna go with the DW, that big old monster on the back of the trailer. Have it trailer mounted.
Flip the cop switch. No gas on it.
He said you can always just do a 20-pound cylinder if you need it for something or you're worried
Holding.
about it.
Yeah. Be good to hold.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm just curious how much gas it go. Like if I were to leave it,
Well, you can ask Bubba.
How much gas does it really go through? I know, but he's a part timer. Like I need to know.
He's only lighting it for a cook.
Correct.
How long does a 100-pound cylinder last? Do you think?
100-pound? Oh
Yeah.
Shit! I can tell you that my 100-pound. I filled it up twice this year.
But you're not running the smoker off of it, so
No, I'm running.
Yeah.
I'm boiling noodles with a propane stockpot range. Yeah, and my steam table.
Justin says he doesn't know what's worse. Can you still hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what's worse: a barn in the north with no heat, or a barn in the south with no air. The wedding we had yesterday was a barn, and it was in the mid-70s. It got a little stuck.
Oh yeah, we've had those.
Easily.
Walking to Michigan in July in a barn, it's just miserable.
They think if they open up every single door that like air is going to get out.
It doesn't work if there's no wind.
Yeah, it does not.
Yeah. Oof, rough. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at on the smoker thing.
Did you talk to my person yet?
Not yet, no.
Oh, so I talked to him, gave him your name.
Okay.
He said he's more than willing to help you out.
Awesome. So that's probably going to be the way we go. Feel pretty good about it. So that'll be another project in the off season, along with redoing all the floors in the trailer. So
I had a visit from
your neighborhood bites guy.
Yeah.
He had his daughter was visiting Grand Valley,
So he went out and searched out some food trucks to stop and visit, and they look like they're expanding their footprint. I'm going to guess because you have trucks dropping off like flies over there for his service.
Yep.
So he asked some questions. He said he was coming back this week to talk to some other trucks.
So here's the thing with that business. The model is great. Like I know for a fact that the year I joined, they grossed over $500,000.
Yeah.
And just booking food trucks, $50 an event, or sometimes if it's a catering, he charges $100 for like a finder's fee kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
And while that's good, I think $50 is a price, fair price to pay if you're looking for bookings. He can't hold the sub accountable.
Yeah.
So if all these subs want food trucks to come out, but yet they don't come out to support the food trucks, that's a problem. And that's why a lot of people are dropping, is because there's no accountability. Like he's like if you're going to have it, like if I back out, I still have to pay the $50. Not have to. I didn't really sign anything, but choose to remain in good karma.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's
he's got to have a good day, buddy.
See you. He's got to work with the subs to hold them accountable. It's not monetary hold them accountable, but hey, if you don't, if your people aren't showing up, why am I bothering sending a truck out there?
Yep.
So we don't go to the subs and say, hey, you suck. We go to him and say, you're booking shitty subs.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, so here's all my concern is that there are some known good subdivisions in our area.
Mm-hmm.
They book on their own. They always have. They do a very good job. I pay nothing to go to these subdivisions.
Correct.
Now, all of a sudden, he's going to come in and approach some of these people that were like, every year they're like, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it this year or if I'm going to pass it up to somebody else. And all of a sudden now there's a guy that's willing to do it for them.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm paying $50 on subdivisions that I've not paid a thing for the last 4 years.
Absolutely.
And relationships that I've built and spent a lot of time building with these 5-6 subdivisions.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden I can't go there once a month like I have been. And I'm only getting to go there twice a year now instead of once a month. And he's going to get pushback from other people on this side of the state. 100%.
Oh, I bet.
And he's going to totally get lost, I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Because those of us that do the subdivision circuit know which subdivisions are good, because we all talk.
Yeah.
Internally. And we've worked hard to cultivate these relationships. So
I can tell you that our friend Bubba did it last year and he didn't do it this year.
Yeah. So my thought for him expanding is he needs new victims. And I know that's not the right word.
No,
but
yeah.
He's got to find new people to sell the product to.
He should probably tackle the Lansing area first because it's closer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's got a couple in Howell, half hour away from Lansing.
Yeah,
but Grand Rapids, it's a bigger metropolitan area, which
it's a big market with a lot of trucks.
But it's also what does he know about that area? Where he doesn't have any. Is he just going to sign up subs because they want to sign up that maybe have never had food trucks before?
Yeah.
And then now he has to somehow navigate food trucks that he doesn't know anything about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of food.
So he saw us at the neighborhood we were at on Tuesday, which is when I posted it on our schedule was listed as Bayberry Apartments.
Yeah.
Or Bayberry, which it's an apartment complex with a subdivision attached. So it's all one community. So he only saw it as the apartment side. He's like, "Oh, do you guys do okay at apartments or is our neighborhoods?" But I said, "This is all the same thing."
Yeah.
So you don't understand what you are getting into over here very well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I do see some value with him taking over, like some of our places that really have oversaturated it, and they're getting 3 trucks a week type of thing, or every week they're getting a truck. Where there's some value in him saying, "Hey, this is not how we should do this," but the ones that believe in those dinner services, like ourselves, we're communicating that with people.
Yeah.
Like you're booking too many trucks. Make this more of a 2 a month type of thing versus a 2 a week thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It doesn't save me any time because
I don't think
I'm going to immediately go and look for different subdivisions that he doesn't support.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big fan of not paying to set up, and we don't pay to set up places. Very rarely do we do. I don't think we've paid anybody a setup fee outside of a festival this year or the airport. That was the only time we've had to pay to set up for regular roadside service, was at the airport. And I will continue to pay them because that was a money spot, and I can't wait to go back next year.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. And I'm even considering this year, if there's other food trucks in our area listening, sorry, we might try to pay for exclusivity for next year. And see if that gets us, or pay for better days and then regular days at some places.
Well,
so
with subs?
No.
Oh, okay.
Some of our brewery friends. Like Trail Point's great. Sunday is their slowest day. They've had the same trucks during the week for the last 2 years at least. How do we get into one of those slots?
Yeah.
There's got to be a way for us to slide in.
True.
And if that is going to take $1,000 to do it, like I
Might
told Chris, if it's a once a week type thing, or pretty much every week, so that's 33 times that we're out there. You divide that by $1,000, or divide $1,000 by 33, it's nothing. It's we'll get back those that dollar amount, 100%. So that's kind of how I'm viewing some of these spots now.
Makes sense.
So yeah, I'm hoping that we are largely done with subdivisions next year, outside of a couple. We're going to see a pretty good overhaul, I think, in some of our locations next year. So already starting to plan that out.
So this past Sunday, there were 3 food trucks at our little area. What's the word I'm looking for? Apple orchard thing.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, to all our food truck friends and maybe anybody who's listening, please, for the love of all that is holy, invest in a quiet generator. Please. I shouldn't be 100 feet away from you and still hear your generator louder than my customers.
Yeah.
Okay? So, please.
Inverters, everybody. Inverters.
Yes, they are more expensive. I completely understand that they're going to be $2,000 versus $500.
No open frames.
But
I'm getting the extension. I'm getting an extension muffler for mine to route it down and underneath. It'll help a little bit, but yeah, because we get in some of these areas. Yeah, we get in some of these areas where there's just buildings, and it echoes a little bit. It's louder than we'd like it to be. So I'm gonna get one of those. I'm gonna reroute it underneath the trailer. If you have a truck and you're just gonna mount it to the bumper or the front bumper of your truck, and not take it off your truck and put it 50 feet away, you're ruining more than just your reputation. I think will take a hit. But anyway, so we set up next to this guy called Cooking with Beans. Mm-hmm.
Okay, he had the most interesting food truck, not trailer. I'm going to share it. That I've ever seen. I'd like to talk about it. Okay. So here's a video. Let's see if I can find a video. So here's a photo of it.
Oh, it's cute.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So he's a taco truck. The driver's wheel is actually on the right side of the vehicle, not the left. So inside, so right about here He has a propane Blackstone,
Okay.
two burner Blackstone. He's got a kitchen hood, like one for your kitchen in your house,
Okay.
piped outside, and the health department passed him. No fire suppression, just a kitchen hood.
There's no open flame though.
It's a propane Blackstone.
Oh, propane Blackstone. Yeah. That is weird.
So right here is just an air vent. Doesn't really do a whole hell of a lot.
Steve says this is a Chinese import. It does look like a Temu food truck.
So it's a Suzuki.
I got it off the TikTok shop.
Yeah, so it's a Suzuki. Right here behind this wall is his 3-bay sink, which is basically a kitchen sink plus two
It's
third
like bar
pans.
sinks. Yeah, like bar sinks.
Well, not even like bar sinks. It's like a kitchen sink plus two drop-ins.
Yeah.
And it's only room for one person in there. Definitely can't run more than one. He said after all is said and done for this entire setup, it was like $35,000. I'm like, really? He says he can go 55 down the road. It's fine. I'm like, okay. So yeah, and the guy who was in it was pretty tall. But yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. So cooking with beans. He does 3 types of tacos. That's it. I didn't even notice a fridge. I don't even know where he keeps everything cold.
Yeah. Coolers.
Where?
I don't know.
Like where?
I don't know.
But anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
Yep. Little taco guy. Little taco guy. Who are you texting?
My wife.
Oh boy. She trying to get out of the basement again?
She's not here. She's in Lansing.
Oh.
She's at her office.
I thought our office was in the basement.
No, she has an actual office. She works from here every once in a while.
Oh, I thought
She is not here every day. No.
Oh, I thought you regulated her to the basement permanently.
No.
Oh. All right. Well, that's good.
No, she has buildings to go visit. She's very important.
That makes one of you.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to marry for money.
And insurance.
That's right.
And pension and benefits. Oh,
Yeah.
I envy you.
I don't know that she has pension.
She's a state employee, isn't she?
No.
She works for the jail, doesn't she?
No. It's
I
a
thought
private
she-
It's a private company that does all the healthcare.
Oh. All right then.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Not a state employee.
Oh,
Otherwise, she'd get more days off.
true that.
Like Indigenous People Day.
Oh, she's not an indigenous person. She's a complete immigrant. We know that. You missed that.
Yeah, it wasn't paying attention.
That's good.
Got a pop up
All right.
on YouTube.
Oh, losing
Some error. More than one ingestion is using the primary URL. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
What's ingestion?
I don't know.
I have indigestion sometimes,
Yeah.
but I don't have ingestion.
Every day. All right. That's it.
Yeah. Let's roll.
Let's call it some quits. Everybody have a good week. Have a good day.
Thanks for joining us on this shit show.
Same great time and place next week, probably.
Most likely.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah. I don't know why it takes so long for the YouTube stream to end.
Bye, YouTube. See you later. Bye. Still there?
Trying. I'm doing. Yeah. I just turn it. So I. Oh. What the fuck is going on? I'm so confused.
I don't even know what you're doing right now. Riverside's still recording.
Yeah, Riverside's closed. I'm watching the YouTube stream.
Oh. No, I meant Riverside is still recording. You didn't shut that off yet.